What's up, anime world? You know what it is. It's your boy, Biker Twist. So I'm back in this bitch on my Papa Bear shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. And another video of Attack on Titan coming at you because, I mean, did that shit go hard or not? Yeah, it went hard. You already know. You wouldn't be here if you didn't know that bitch went hard. So anyways, let's get into it. So, like I told y'all before, whatever the fuck, like this here is gonna be like a review. So let's get it. Oh, this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? We start off saying life or whatever, like on the other side and shit like that. And I guess they're just trying to show you what the fuck it's like to be an Eldian on the other side in the land of, you know, like the Marlians and shit like that. And you get to see how they treated like shit. You know, I don't even know if people treat like they homeless dogs and shit like that or whatever. Like, I mean, they get treated like the shit of the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like scum of the earth, you feel me? But you know, you get to, you know, I guess get a little bit of compassion for them and a little bit of their background and shit that they go through and shit. But for me, I'm like, man, it is what it is, because I just see a whole bunch of brainwash and shit like that. And some people, like, they see through the bullshit, but not everybody. It's like a small group of people that see through the bullshit. And it ain't like they necessarily like grouped up together and shit like that or whatever. It's like, you know, there's a few people that see through the bullshit, like, man, like, this can't be right. Like, we shouldn't be doing this shit and stuff like that. So amongst those people was Lil Falco, you know what I'm saying? Who like, why the fuck we gotta go and sacrifice ourselves for these motherfuckers, you know? So in the process of all that shit, when Falco and Aaron met up with each other, boy, I was ready for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I knew it was gonna come beforehand, but like I knew that when Aaron was there, that he was gonna come with some shit or whatever, because like I ain't see it coming of, you know, anybody being inside that motherfucker, but he was inside that bitch, so I was ready for that shit to be coming with the shit, you feel me? But what I really didn't see, was the fact that he met his grandpa. So that was dope, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what they say, full circle type shit. So that was dope to see, you know, dude meet up with his grandpa and they have a little conversation and shit like that. But when we got into like the LDN history and shit, because I mean, how we get into a review if we're not gonna talk about the LDN history? Because I mean, wasn't that some shit? You feel me? So dudes, you know, they kind of self-doomed themselves and shit like that. Now hear me out while I say this shit. So they got the power of the Titans and shit like that from slave girl Ymir. She was a slave. So when they found out she had the power of Titans and shit, they used those powers to conquer the world. So they conquered everybody, didn't have nobody else, and then they start fighting with each other and shit. And then, you know, King Carl Fritz was like, man, like, I'm tired of all this infighting and shit. So he tried to get like most of his people and just get the fuck out. I don't blame him on that shit, you feel me? So like I said, they self-doomed themselves because they conquered everybody. And they were like, shit, we ain't got nothing else to do. Hey man, give me your shit. Nah, you can't have my shit. You gonna fight for it? Shit, let's get it. So that's pretty much why the whole world see them as like devils and shit like that, because, you know, they use their power to conquer everybody, you know? So like I said, they self-doomed on that shit. But I mean, like they say, you know, power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So it's just niggas with powers, you feel what I'm saying? They just come over, hey, we gonna take this shit, you feel me? So anyways, moving on. Fucking, we get to see Aaron's fucking payback, baby. After all of that shit, we get to see Aaron payback. So he and this bitch, he like, hey, what's up, Raina? Yeah. Remember y'all came to my shit? Yeah, that was cool, baby. Hey, I'm in this bitch. Raina, he's cool too. He like, hey man, what the fuck are you doing here? And like, that was dope as fuck, bro. Like, I fucked with that whole shit right there because he had Raina. I mean, Raina been shook anyways because his whole team got fucked over. But, you know, he had him on the ropes right here, like, bitch. Corvette. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, I fucked with this shit, man. This season went super duper hard. Like, super duper hard. You feel me? And fucking, once he exploded onto the scene, started fucking shit up, motherfucking jaw tighten and shit like that, coming over Aaron fucking everybody up. Then they thought they had to drop on him. Mystica and them show up, bing, banging everybody. I mean, this is just how we started the bitch. So I'm like, okay, we get it. We started off fast-paced as a motherfucker. So throughout all of that shit, then War Titan come on the scene, baby. War Titan came on, fucking shit up. Now this is where I thought Aaron's gonna get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Cause the War Titan had nigga on the ropes and shit. But nigga figured that shit out. Then use little boy, bring your ass over here, jawbreaker, clap. bitch, and ate the motherfucking War Titan, you know, and just gobble. Fuck that nigga up, you know what I'm saying? Well, fuck her ass up, you know what I'm saying? And then we get down to like the saddest part. Well, to me, well, a lot of people, the saddest part on Attack on Titan this season. Once Gabby fucking shot Sasha, bro. Everybody, I mean, I went on my fucking social media, everybody was pissed. But I've been on some fuck Gabby shit. You know what? For the rest of this video, I'm just gonna randomly say fuck that bitch Gabby, you know what I'm saying? Because that was some, like, whoever wrote that character, they did that shit good because, like, I don't like that bitch and fuck that bitch Gabby. After she shot Sasha and shit like that, I mean, even though, why the fuck is Sasha the only one with no chest armor and shit? That's kind of fucked up, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you asking to get popped right in the chest, and you ain't got no armor. But after she shot him, man, I was in the living room, man, like, my wife was on the other couch and shit like that. We kind of mad with each other and shit, but we just, you know, we in that bitch chiefing and shit. You know how it is. It don't matter how mad it is, you are with your spouse and shit like that or whatever. Y'all still gonna blaze up together and shit. So we in that bitch blazing up, and that shit happened. I mean, fuck that bitch up! Fuck that bitch up! Fuck that bitch up! I mean, dog. Fuck that bitch Gabby, bro. And then you get to see when she met up and it's like, hey, come see this shit. Zeke was plotting the whole time. Now I knew that nigga was plotting the whole time because when they was met in the, like I told y'all in the other video, they met in a fucking library or whatever, and it seemed like he had some back action shit going on. And as we see, he did. So, and I still don't trust this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing in this season made me trust this nigga even more so because, I mean, he's still keeping secrets. Like, he still haven't told nobody that he had royal blood. He still haven't, you know, like told Aaron everything he needed to tell him. So it's like, I can't trust you, bro. And then as you fucking see, everything just flipped once they get back. Aaron's a fucking criminal, locked his ass up. Fucking, they got Zeke fucking locked up. Even the people who like the volunteers, everybody locked up. But little do they know, these niggas about to flip everything. Zeke and Aaron plotted, fuck everything up. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck everything up. Fucking with it. You feel me? Because, like, man, these niggas on some dumb shit talking about we just gonna accept these terms and stuff like that. So what's the point of fighting and getting to this point just to accept somebody else's terms and be a fucking slave? So my nigga Aaron, he ain't with that shit. We gonna come out here and we gonna do this shit our way. That's pretty much how my dude Aaron's going about it. And he's gonna use Zeke, him and Zeke, pretty much, you know, collaborating with each other to get, you know, get the chains rolling and shit like that. Because from Zeke's point of view, man, as an LD, he ain't trying to be a fucking slave to the Marlins either. So they're both going about like almost the same way, but kind of like differently. And that's where, you know, that their agendas and shit like that, they mix, you know what I'm saying? Because they both, well, not mix, but they separate because they're both hiding shit, steal from each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't even tell each other everything. And they supposedly brothers. You feel me? When everything flipped. Armin got his ass whipped. I didn't think Aaron was gonna whoop his ass, but he whooped his motherfucking ass. Well, I mean, he whooped his ass as if, I mean, that's just some random motherfucker on the street, as if he ain't never knew this dude. He ain't never drink a cup of sake with this dude. He ain't never eat with this dude, you know, grew up with him. You know, they probably washed each other backs and shit like that, but he beat his motherfucking ass that day, man.
なんでもねえ。なあ、アルミ。お前とは昔から喧嘩したことなかったよな。なんでかわかるか。お前と俺じゃ喧嘩になんねえからだよ。
And Levi went off on the Beast Titan. You know what I'm saying? I still don't necessarily know what happened to all of his comrades and shit like that. I wouldn't put it past Levi to just chop everything down. but it does seem like Levi became a little bit softer and shit like that. But Levi funked everything up and still came after the beast titan on some beast shit. You feel me? That shit was cold as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And then the fucking Marley counterattack where they left us at. So Marley coming to counterattack again, cause you know Pike and all of this shit was like, hey, you know we in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Hey, I'll shoot your ass right there. Bitch, shoot me then. Shoot. Push the goddamn button. He already knew what the fuck was up and shit like that. He already he knew that they was there. So I mean, so far it looks to me as the counterattack failed, because even as Gilliard came up under the ground and he bit off his legs, Aaron still transformed like, bitch, what's up? Let's get it. So that cliffhanger, dude, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know that was gonna be the last episode. I truly didn't. So when Eric came up, like, what's up, Raina? I'm looking at child. Let's get it. What's up? I'm like, I can't wait till next week. Only to find out that motherfucker coming out a whole year later, bro. Way to fuck us over. Way to leave us on the cliff, because, man, I cannot fucking wait. They don't give us no bullshit about how COVID is gonna fucking slow everything down or whatever. Give us our shit, man. Give us our fix next year, winter 2022, or whenever the fuck you gonna do it in the winter. Give us our shit, baby. Fuck with me. I'm your boy. I'm out.